What happened was that we all knew that was going to be big news for a while, so we all came down here, Bush, Clinton, Wilson, all of us. We got our pictures taken, told you what you wanted to hear, and we pretty much forgot about it.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 criminally underrated comedy movies of all time.
Dewey Cox needs to think about his entire life before he plays.
Yes! You're like Yoda.
Yeah, I know.
This feels weird. Are you sure this is legal?
I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
For this list, we'll be looking at comedy films that tend not to get the attention they richly deserve. Which hilarious film needs more love? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, They Came Together.
Well, it's kind of a corny romantic comedy kind of story.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Reuniting the director and some of the cast from Wet Hot American Summer, They Came Together suffered a similar fate of mostly being overlooked. Paul Rudd and Amy Poehler star in a love story for the ages, although this movie is more interested in poking fun at romantic comedies than being one.
Joel, wait.
Yeah?
I might have judged you too harshly at the party. I know this sounds crazy, but would you like to have a Mia coffee with cup?
Despite being a bit all over the place, They Came Together is witty and features an absolutely stacked cast.
There was another character that was just as important as the two of us. New York City.
So New York City is like another character.
While the leads are tremendous, some of the movie's biggest laughs come courtesy of supporting characters like Christopher Maloney's Roland and Ed Helms' Egbert.
Only thing I can guess is somebody else must have gone into the bathroom, put my costume on, shit in it, and left it there. That is the only logical explanation.
Number 9, Kingpin.
Come on, boy! Bull!
The name's not Boy. It's Roy.
Sandwiched between Dumb and Dumber and There's Something About Mary, Kingpin is very much a must-watch Farrelly Brothers flick, even if it's not always treated as such. Desperate for a big payday, a former bowler takes a naive Amish guy under his wing, but their journey to Reno proves to be anything but simple.
This feels weird. Are you sure this is legal?
I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
While a touch on the long side, Kingpin is still one hell of a ride, and features an especially memorable performance by Bill Murray.
Now, in the last 17 years, a day hadn't gone by that I haven't thought about what I'd say to you if I ever ran into you again.
I bet. Hello.
Irreverent, mean-spirited, oddly touching, and stupidly funny, Kingpin throws out a surprising amount of curveballs and hits way more strikes than gutter balls. Number 8, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil.
Oh, howdy ho, officer. We've had a doozy of a day. There we were minding our own business, just doing some chores around the house when kids started killing themselves all over my property.
Now, this is a doozy of a film. Turning all of the slasher conventions on their heads, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil follows two hillbillies as their plans to renovate their vacation home is interrupted by a group of college students who keep rudely dying all over the property.
There we were.
Yep.
Minding our own business.
Yep.
Making some improvements to my new house.
The new house?
When all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these kids started killing themselves all over my property.
Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is a comedy horror that prioritizes laughs over frights, although the film does manage to sneak in a few genuine scares among its many laugh-out-loud moments. Whether it's Halloween or just a random day in the spring, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil always hits the spot.
All right. I'm gonna do it right now.
All right, hold up. All right, no. Whatever you say, just smile and laugh. It shows confidence.
Smile and laugh. Okay.
Do it.
All right.
Number 7, Top Secret.
Now remember, Nick, this is the first time rock music has ever been allowed in this country. So you're not just a performer, you're an ambassador representing America.
From the same minds responsible for Airplane and the Naked Gun series, Top Secret is by no means a lesser film in the Zucker brothers or Jim Abrams filmographies. Starring a charismatic Val Kilmer as an Elvis Presley-type rock star who ends up fighting in the resistance in East Germany, Top Secret throws out one silly joke after another, with a ridiculous number of them landing.
Is he all right?
Oh, he caught a call the other day, and he's just a little hoarse.
Be it an impromptu tic-tac-toe match or a singing horse, Top Secret spoofs everything under the sun and shows there is no such thing as a punchline that's too wacky. Number 6. Death at a Funeral. There's a reason so many comedies boil down to awful people being horrible to each other. That formula just works.
If there's anything I can do, Sandra. Oh, don't put your hand there, dear. You'll leave smudge marks.
2007's Death at a Funeral sees brothers, mothers, and secret lovers coming together to mourn the death of a family's patriarch, a supposedly sorrowful affair that ends up involving a lot of hallucinogens.
What's going on?
I don't know.
A pitch-black comedy, this film throws anything resembling common decency out the window, and is all the better for it.
What the hell is going on?
Someone in there.
I knew it!
When there's a naked man on the roof and a Peter Dinklage in attendance, any event, even a funeral, can be turned into a farce. Number 5. Bowfinger.
And at that moment, we, and by we, I mean me, will be important.
Making a movie is pretty difficult, especially when the lead has no idea he's in it. A satire of the movie business that brings together the immeasurable talents of Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy, Bowfinger tends to be forgotten in discussions of either comedian's best works.
It's too cerebral. We're trying to make a movie here, not a film.
Martin is delightful as the sleazy but likable Bowfinger, a producer who will use every trick in the book to direct a movie. Murphy also delivers one of his best ever performances, doing double duty as a paranoid Hollywood A-lister and his naive body double.
Doesn't that seem a little dangerous, though?
No. We have professional stuntmen doing the driving, so you'll be completely safe.
Number 4. LA Story. Stories set in Los Angeles are a dime a dozen, but there's nothing else quite like LA Story.
What's this?
An earthquake. How strong is it, Harris? I give it a 4.
Written by and starring Steve Martin, LA Story chronicles the start of a peculiar but sweet romance between a journalist and a weatherman who happens to have a traffic sign as a wingman. Showing the realities of Los Angeles while also not ignoring the city's magical allure, the film finds honesty in its absurdity.
Hi, my name is Bob. I'll be your robber.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you very much.
LA Story presents surreal gags and outlandish scenarios as matter-of-factly as its quieter moments, allowing them to coexist in perfect harmony.
I should warn you that
What?
I'm old and it might take a little while. Oh my God, I'm young again!
Number 3. Real Life.
Only 6 of these cameras were ever made. Only 5 of them ever worked. We had 4 of those.
What's more interesting than reality? Real Life's Albert Brooks wants to film something truly authentic and begins a project to document the daily lives of a typical American family for an entire year.
The Feltons lived in Wisconsin. The Yeagers lived in Arizona. You spend the winter in Wisconsin.
Naturally, it does not take too long for this experiment to go off the rails. A parody of documentaries, and co-written and directed by Brooks, Real Life takes plenty of subtle and not so subtle jabs at the film industry in general.
Publicity, this is a trucker, driver, and a trucker, okay? And there's a few other people, they're not here right now. Now, of course, thanks to modern technology, these people really aren't needed, but the union makes us take them. So, folks, we'll see you at the premiere.
While quite loose on plot, Real Life makes up for it with plenty of memorable sequences and an unflinching commitment to seeing its premise through to the bitter end.
I never thought I'd say this. The studio is right. The audience loves fake. They crave fake.
Number 2. Waiting for Guffman. Generally, Christopher Guest and Eugene Levy's collaborations are a safe bet when it comes to high-quality ensemble comedies.
Where I'm having a problem is sometimes the horse comes out and I can't get past the cow.
The first of many great showcases of the duo's talent for mockumentaries, Waiting for Guffman focuses on a small town staging a theater show that might attract attention from a New York bigwig.
The Oppenheimer organization is delighted to inform you that it will be sending a representative, Mr. Mort Guffman, to view the production and enlighten us with his comments.
Be it the slightly delusional Albertsons, the ambitious director Corky, or the scientific UFO expert, Waiting for Guffman fills Blaine with colorful characters that never lose their humanity despite their quirks. Witty, charming, and intelligent, Waiting for Guffman is improvisational comedy at its best. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Black Dynamite, because the blaxploitation genre was seldom this funny.
Freeze turkeys.
Dirty Work, because if you like Norm Macdonald's brand of comedy, this film is a must-watch.
Smells like fish in here.
What is that? What was that? Some sort of signal? Huh? Is that a signal? No. You wearing a wire?
No, it really does smell like fish in here.
UHF, because Weird Al is a treasure, and when the film hits, it hits hard. The Man Who Knew Too Little, because Bill Murray as an accidental spy is a solid enough concept for a few laughs.
You want to tell me what you think you were doing, sir?
Well, back in the straightaway, 95. I could have gone faster, but I'd have lost you.
What About Bob? Because Frank Oz, Bill Murray, and Richard Dreyfuss are a recipe for hilarity.
Leo, I see salt and pepper. Is there a salt substitute?
I'll get it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story.
Mr. Cox? You're gonna have to give him a moment, son. Dewey Cox needs to think about his entire life before he plays.
A flop at the box office that went on to become a cult hit, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story is an endlessly quotable parody of music biopics that also has a fantastic soundtrack.
In my dreams, you're blowing me some kisses.
When the wrong kid dies, Dewey sets out to live life twice as hard, becoming a famous musician in the process, covering multiple decades and containing practically a gag a second.
I'm hot and cold at the same time!
He needs more blankets and he needs less blankets.
I'm afraid you're right.
Walk Hard is an ambitious tribute to the music business that masterfully blends sincerity with goofiness.
Don't leave me, Edith.
Don't leave me, Edith. There's a title for a song.
That's not a bad title, but please don't leave me.
How many comedies can claim to feature cameos by both Elvis and the Beatles?
That was freaking transcendental, Paul McCartney. Don't you agree, John Lennon?
Yes, Dewey Cox. With meditation, there's no limit to what we can imagine.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.